Hey, we want to welcome you to Dallas Center Grimes to the stable for the Battle of 141. Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs versus the Johnston Dragons. My name's Christine Megason. I'm here along with my broadcasting partner, Neela Williamson, on the call today. Neela, we are just a few games into the season for the Mustangs and for Johnston. I would say that this is probably the Mustangs' biggest challenge yet. Yeah. We have a good Dragon basketball team that's coming in. What do you think the keys are for the Mustangs as they're trying to take on the Dragons today?
Yeah, I would say Johnston has a little bit of height on our Mustangs, so I would say key thing would be rebounding right off the bat. They need to box out. They need to get boards and limit Johnston any second chances. We know that they've always been a good shooting team, that they like to drive, they like to penetrate. They really like to do it all, and I think they have the ability to do it all. So I would say slowing them down in transition, getting in front, staying in front. Don't do silly fouls. We don't need that, especially against them. So I would just say do the little things against Johnston and just play smart.
Yeah, you mentioned at the beginning about rebounding, and something we were talking off air before we got on is that Dallas Center Grimes in that number 5 position, that center position for us, have in 3 games they've started 3 different guys.
3 different guys.
Yeah. So what do we think about that?
I think that's a position that's worth fighting for. I think that we do have 3 guys that have the potential to go out there and start, and I like that Rankin has tried them all out to see who's going to start the best, who's going to play the best with our other 4 guys. So we got Brody Burke, we got Carter Schwantes, and Wyatt Valento are all kind of fighting for those spots. And we kind of talked about that it might be more game-wise who's starting. If they got height, the opposite team has strength. That might depend, but they all come in at some point, which is great. Keep those fresh legs out there, but I like what I'm seeing from all 3 of them.
I agree, and maybe matchup driven. It may be totally based on who we're playing and what the other team offers. Who that's going to be. But that was one of the questions that I talked to Coach Rankin about this week was the fact that they have been a rotation of around 11 guys.
Yes.
And that's really unusual at the varsity level. We know this, right? And usually you want to kind of hone into about that 8 or so, maybe 9. We've been rotating 11, 12. I mean, a lot of guys have been getting playing time. I asked Coach Rankin, what are the advantages or disadvantages of having that large of a rotation? And the main thing that he said was that it's good because they have some depth. That's obviously good. But he said it's really hard to play 11 or more at the varsity level. So he'd like to kind of narrow it down. But I appreciate it that this early in the season that we really only had one person with much varsity experience, that rather than just saying, like, listen, this would be simpler if we had 8, he's still working it out. And he's still playing a lot of guys.
I agree. And I like to see that. And I like what you were saying, that Rankin isn't just going to pick and choose. We have like 13 seniors. He could just go with 9 seniors if he wanted to. But I like that he's giving these younger guys a chance to show what they have. And I like that they're competing. They're competing for that playing time with all the other guys. So definitely going to need to narrow it down to figure out their chemistry and what works best. But so far, so good.
So Johnston comes in with a record of 3-1. And Dallas Center Grimes 1-2. I had a tough start for Dallas Center Grimes. First 2 games were losses. Obviously, we mentioned the fact that not much returning minutes as starters and even really varsity experience at all. We had so many graduate last year. What do you think the key is for the Mustangs? They picked up that win at Ames. I think that was key. You were there.
Yes.
Tell me about the Ames game.
They played gritty versus Ames. They knew what they had to do. Like we were saying, they had to box out. They had height on the Mustangs, and they did what they needed to do and ended up getting that win. They pulled away. They were only down at the end of the first, and then they led the way every other quarter and ended up with that win. So I think for this game specifically, they need to keep that grit. Johnston's coming off their first loss just last night against Northwest, losing by 12, and I think that's something that we can play on. We can be fast with them. We can go at them because maybe they're still kind of hung up on that loss a little bit. So I say challenge them right out of the gate and show them what the Mustangs can do.
Yeah, you bring up a great point. Coming off that loss against Northwest, Johnston comes in, and it's going to go one of two ways. It can be kind of something that snowballs, and they're still like kind of feeling down about it. We can take advantage of that, or they come in like with it's a revenge game.
Yep, a hot head.
Yeah, so we're not sure how this is going to go. As far as the Mustangs go, as we look at the season so far, that 1-2 record. All things have run through Kyle Kaysen at this point. I mean, he's averaging 24.3 points per game. His free throw percentage is 86.4%. He's leading the team with rebounds with 27 so far for the season, 9 per game. It seems to me, though, you cannot rely on one player to handle all of it. So how do the Mustangs get everybody else involved and have a little bit more balanced attack?
Well, I see what you're saying with Kyle Kaysen.
He's tremendous.
Yes,
I'd like him to
player.
keep doing that.
Yeah,
I just want everyone else
keep
to
scoring.
Yes.
We do not want you to stop, Kyle.
Yes.
But my eyes also go to Tate Perrin. He's not your top scorer, but he's your third in scoring, he's your third in rebounds, and he's your second in assists. So he does a little bit of everything, and as he should as the only returning Mustang starter. I like how he's in all the positions doing what he needs to do for the Mustangs to stay in the game, because what you said, we can't only rely on Kyle. Mateo comes in, he has 18 assists on the season, averaging 6, and as a point guard, that's a pretty good stat. Keep dishing the ball out, find your shooters, find Chase Perrin, who's 7 of 14 on the season, shooting 50% from the 3, and that's pretty impressive as a freshman. So find your shooters, and again, just go at them.
Yeah, you mentioned Chase Perrin, so you're going to hear Tate Perrin, you're going to hear Chase Perrin, brothers, senior and freshman, and it's very unusual for Coach Rankin to dip down and be willing to play really sophomores even, but especially freshmen, but we see a lot of talent, I think, in Chase, especially his outside shooting.
I think Rankin might see the same potential in Chase that he saw in Cole Glasgow, looking back, because I'm almost positive Chase is the first freshman since Cole to be given a varsity jersey at DCG. So maybe he's the next Cole Glasgow for all we know, and he'll leave a mark on DCG, but he definitely already is as a freshman.
Yeah, it's fun to see him. I feel like anytime he's just kind of hiding in the corner, and if they can get the ball to him in the corner and he puts up a 3, I feel like, oh, that's going in.
That's a good shot.
Exactly. And we know then a 3-pointer, that's going to be a 15 Hands Real Estate 3-point. They're a 3-point sponsor for the season. Buying, selling, or building a home doesn't have to be complicated. The 15 Hands Real Estate team has the knowledge, resources, and commitment to help reach your goals. If we have charges in the game, that's Schaefer's Auto Body again this year. We also have some game sponsors, 515 Fieldhouse, Mr. Reuter Plumbing, and Septagon Construction. Of course, we want to thank our DCG Booster Club, who provides the live stream for us for free, but it comes through the support of everyone, whether that's working in the concession stand or supporting the Booster Club through your membership, or you can just go to dcgboosterclub.com if you would like to volunteer or to help produce this live stream. You can do it that way. But our season sponsor, once again this year, is Charter Bank. Charter Bank offers a full line of bank products to fit your needs, including home loans, consumer loans, and business loans, ag loans, checking accounts, savings accounts, and CDs. Chart your success with Charter Bank. So we are just about a minute or so until we have player introductions. If you were going to script out this game for between the Mustangs and the Dragons, and you were going to say this is what the Mustangs need to do to come up with a victory, what do you think the keys are?
I would say, they need to do a lot. I would say Johnston's a powerhouse, but I would say shut down their leading scorer, Tino Day, leading the scoring for Johnston as point guard, great assist guy. I would say shut him down, and then, as I said in the beginning, rebound. Limit their possessions. Don't limit our turnovers so they have extra possessions, and give them one shot on each play.
Yeah, a really good point. I think, for the Mustangs, building on what we saw at Ames, right? Like how they just were really focused and played really hard, especially that second half. And defensively, what we did during the second half against Ames, we're going to have to do that against Johnston for sure. This is going to be this is like a top 5 team, Neela. Like, this is one of, if not the maybe toughest team that we play this season. So I think especially these young players who haven't maybe been in a game like this before, of this intensity or against this quality of a team, is just to maintain their composure, right? Just keep chipping away, not get discouraged or not get overwhelmed by the moment.
Yep.
All right, well, that wraps up our the warm-up. We're going to get ready to go down to the court for player introductions.
Also to all of our guests from Johnston and to all of our home fans here supporting the DCG. Welcome to the Meadows Gym, the stable right here at Dallas Center Mountains High School for tonight's game between our visitors, the Dragons of Johnston, and your Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. Tonight's officials is assigned by the Iowa Basketball Officials Association are Chad Schellmeyer, Jeff Osborne, and Dante Terry. And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Johnston Dragons. A 6'2" junior, number 1, Tito Day. A 6' senior, number 2, Prestige Taylor. A 6'5" senior, number 5, Jalen Richardson. A 6'6" senior, number 15, Seth Gibble. And a 6'11" senior, number 40, Carter Lodi. The Dragons are coached by Courtney Henderson.
I'm 0 degrees, wait, yeah, I'm killing it, I'm the realest. Ain't gotta say, gotta know you feel it. My flow got a code, sick as the illest. I know that I'm great and they about to witness me going in. I went way up, about to go again. You see me on the telly, then you tell a friend. Cause you know I'm about to rain, it'll never end. Cause I got big dreams, big goals, never settle, gotta keep on going now. You say you got it, and I Red Bull, I got the wings and I ain't coming down. No. I keep it straight, every line is so intentional. This is your moment to let it go. You know that I'm into it, I'm way too cold. Too cold. You can't manage this, can't break this, boy, I'm funded. Gotta keep my distance when you not 100. Come the same ones say they love you, lady, funny. You can't match my energy, and yeah, you know it. Way too cold. Yeah, man, I'm way too cold. Way too cold. Yeah, man, I'm way too cold. Way too cold. Yeah, man, I'm way too cold. Yes, I meant it. Yeah, man, I'm way too cold.
And now, here is your starting lineup for your Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. A 5'10" senior, number 2, Tate Perrin. A 6'2" senior, number 12, Kyle Gibson. A 5'10" junior, number 20, Hudson Eichbergen. A 6'1" senior, number 30, Mateo Jota. And a 6'7" sophomore, number 44, Brody Burke. The Mustangs are coached by Joel Rankin. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, everyone, kindly remove your hats, stand at your eagle, and face center court as we play our national anthem.
All right, we're back at Dallas Center Grimes High School in the stable for the Battle of 141. Johnston Dragons versus Dallas Center Grimes Mustang. My name is Christine Megason, and I'm here with Neela Williamson. We're on the call for you today. This is a great matchup. We've got the Johnston Dragons in town. We know this is going to be a challenge for the Mustangs. So 3-1, Johnston just coming off a loss to Milwaukee Northwest last night versus your 1-2 Dallas Center Grimes Mustang just coming off a win against Ames earlier in the week. So as we get ready to tip off, Brody Burke will be in the middle. Carter Loney for the Dragons. I'm ready. Neela, are you ready?
I'm excited.
Yeah, let's do this. Neela Williamson, senior for Dallas Center Grimes, girls basketball player, joining us today. Mustangs with the tip. Heigergen out to Kaysen, to Perrin. Johnston Dragons in man-to-man defense. Galota at top, out to Heigergen to the side. Shot clock down to 2 and 1. Got it off, no good. A three-pointer by Heigergen. So patient on offense. But not able to get anything out of that. Good defense by the Dragons. Day with the ball up top for the Dragons. And one thing we talked about before the game, Neela, was just really the Mustangs increasing their defensive intensity, and we want to see that. Good battle here between Brody Burke and Carter Loney.
And 1.
It'll be interesting to watch these two throughout the game. And when we talked that Dallas Center Grimes has had 3 different starters in that center position. This is Brody's second start after he started up at Ames. So could be we need his height against Loney, right? And free throw is good.
It's a great finish by Carter Loney with Brody right on his back.
Yeah, it was a nice move down low, for sure. So Perrin up top to Kaysen, working around Heigergen. Up to Burke. Oh, nice cut down low with Kyle Kaysen. 1-on-1. No good, but there is a foul on by Seth Gipple. So Kaysen will go to the line.
Team foul to Johnston, their first team foul. Shooting 2, Kaysen.
Not a bad crowd for the weather being what it was. So miss on the first by Kyle.
19 of 22 from the line this season, so pretty good percentage from Kyle. Finishes the second.
So Richardson with the ball. Out to Taylor. Getting down low again. Oh, nice job for Brody. But he did cross the line, but I like that. Yeah, I like his ability to get around Loney that way and get a hand on that ball. So good defense. Shot clock's 23. Little conversations with the refs. Oh, they're going to reset the shot clock. I think they're saying maybe change possession then because Brody got the ball and then went out of bounds. So fresh shot clock for the Dragons. Taylor with the ball up top. Today, Loney. Richardson. Gipple from 3, and that's good.
3-point basket, Seth Gipple.
Galota out to Kaysen to Burke. Kaysen for 3. That's good. That's your 15 Hands Real Estate 3-pointer. 15 Hands Real Estate team has the knowledge, resources, and commitment to help you reach your goals.
That's the shot we want Kyle to take. That's a great shot for him.
Good defense by the Mustangs. Richardson for 3, no good, but rebound by Day. Dragons with a fresh shot clock. Day with the ball up top. Now back out to Gipple. Ooh, nice screen and roll there, but oh, nice hand on that by Kyle to Brody. Mateo all the way. And the finish.
Great finish.
All tied up, 6-6. Taylor to Richardson, back out to Gipple. We've got a foul down low. That's a battle. It's a battle right now with Brody Burke and Carter Loney. So they have a hold on Burke, so that'll be a second foul on him. So we're going to have a substitution. Number 42, Carter Schwantes, in for the Mustangs.
It's definitely not what we want to see early in the game, is one of our bigs getting 2 fouls quick. But what's great is we have depth in height. We have Carter Schwantes and Wyatt Valencia that can come in and sub for Brody Burke.
Yeah, that's a great point. So off the Dragons, so it's going to be Mustang basketball on the side. Yeah, I agree. What we don't need is Brody in foul troubles. He's already have 2, so we're going to go to Carter. We're going to look for probably Wyatt will get some minutes in, or just somebody to be able to be on Loney today. So Perrin to the outside, Heigerkin, Kaysen up top. Goodloda with the ball. Back up to Perrin, 15 on the shot clock. Now down to 7. No good. Mustangs just not quite in rhythm yet offensively.
Johnston's definitely taking the Mustangs out of their offense with their high intense pressure.
So number 3, Avi Taylor, in for the Dragons. Taylor up top, Avi Taylor. Day with the ball now. Nice move and finish.
Great pass ahead.
Yeah, that was a great pass. And, you know, if Carter probably, if he would have just gone up right immediately, might have been able to get that off. But, you know, Loney just has an extra 6 inches on him, so.
Good defense, Benson.
Prestige Taylor, penetration, had to kick it back out to Richardson. Up to Day. 17 on the shot clock. Prestige Taylor with the ball. Now Avi Taylor. The moving screen violation in the sophomore game, which was right preceding this varsity game. In the first quarter alone, I think that we had 5 or 6 moving screen calls. 3 on Johnston and 2 on Dallas Grimes. It was almost like, you get a moving screen violation, you get one. So the same crew is working this varsity game. We are aware that they are paying attention to the screens that are.
Sometimes need that.
That's right. That's right. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 22, Chase Perrin.
We've also got number 33 coming in for Johnston.
Yeah. Nitish Singh Karanthi. If you're listening to the stream and we get any pronunciations incorrect, just put something in the chat and we'll be paying attention to the chat and you can help us out with pronunciations. We'd appreciate that. So it's a battle of brothers. We've got the Taylor brothers and we've got the Perrin brothers.
Offensive foul.
So screen on, I think, number 30, Mateo. Again, it was on that screen, so they're definitely paying attention. You need to have real strong screens. And Day, back to the corner to Day for 3, no good. And
good
block.
defense.
Nice job there, because Carter was outmatched with height, but man, it just stayed straight up, kind of double teamed on that. Mustang's able to get the ball. Kaysen down low. There's the foul. So it's going to be on number 2, Prestige Taylor. More substitutions coming in for the Mustangs. Number 50, Wyatt Valenta, and then re-entering the game, number 20, Hudson Heigerkin.
I like that double down there that they did just to eliminate some of that height that they do have.
Yeah, a little trap underneath.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, taking it all the way. Out to his brother, Chase. No good.
Perrin to Perrin.
Oh, but a little tip, and it goes
works.
in.
It works. We'll take it.
It's a little Mustang magic. We'll take it. So all tied up, 8-8, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
That's what we want to see. We want to see the Mustangs keeping it close. Don't let Johnston pull away. Just stick around.
Richardson for 3 for the Dragons, no good. Rebound, Valenta.
There it is. Limit
Mustangs
them to one
are
shot.
going to push. I'm seeing a lot more offensive movement out of the Mustangs than I did those first couple of games. So 3-pointer by Perrin, no good. Dragons with the rebound. Day with the ball on the outside. That is what we need to prevent. And that's just, you know, Tino Day, best player for Johnston, taking on Chase Perrin, who's a freshman. The ball, the game, he's coming, his 3-point shooting has been incredible, but he's a freshman. The game is so fast at the varsity level. So he's still, I think, getting up to speed defensively. So
it's a great point.
That's smart of them to take advantage of that matchup. We'll see how Chase does moving forward. Mustangs with the ball. Kaysen up top. He's against Richardson. Out to Valenta. Heigerken. Back out to Kaysen. They're doing a great job on Kyle. We're down under 10 in the shot clock. For Kaysen, no good. Rebound, Prestige Taylor. Johnston's push, 45 seconds to go.
Pulling it out for one.
Prestige Taylor with the ball up top. No good, 22 seconds to go. So I'm guessing Mustangs will hold for a last shot. Tate Perrin with the ball. Mustangs in white, moving left to right on your screen. Down to 10 seconds. Mustangs move into their play. Perrin up top to Kaysen. 3-pointer by Kaysen, no good. So we end the first quarter. Johnston Dragons leading the Dallas Undergrinds Mustangs 10-8. Close game.
Yeah.
Mila, what do you see in the first quarter that you like?
I like our ball movement. I like our patience. I like how we're not forcing shots. We're not just driving right into their like 6-foot guys, and I like that. I do think on defense we need to be smart about how we're playing. I don't think we can be all the way up into Tino Day's face because there's a good chance he'll go right by us.
Yeah, he's real quick.
I think that I hear Rankin yelling down there, you know, weak side, because of their height and the guys they front the post. So being that, having that backside help on the backside just to trap like we've seen before, and it's working. So I say keep that up on defense and keep the patience on offense. Just be mindful of that shot clock as we've driven into a couple problems there.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. We want to thank our sponsor, Charter Bank. Charter Bank is 100% locally owned with local management and staff delivering prompt local decision making. They're committed to helping our communities thrive. So chart your success with Charter Bank. Thanks to them, thanks to 15 Hands Real Estate, who's our 3-point sponsor, Schaefer's Auto Body, who is our charge sponsor, and our game sponsors for today, 515 Fieldhouse, Mr. Reuter Plumbing, and Septagon Construction. So we're kicking off the second quarter, Johnston leading 10-8 against the Mustangs. So we've got some new players in for the Dragons. Number 21, Frankie Schonauer, and number 10, Nakare Cavill.
I really, really like that push by Tate Perrin. I think that's something that he kept with him from last year's team. They pushed the ball extremely well last year. I think that's something that he wants to continue into this new Mustang team.
Cooper Houston in the lineup for the Mustangs, and at the line makes his first free throw. And ties it up, 10-10. Day with the ball.
I like the hustle.
I mean, that was one of the things that we talked about before the game, Neela, is we've got to rebound.
Yep.
And so I see the Mustangs crashing the boards hard. It was like 3 Mustangs were going for that ball, and then somehow it ended up out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's just luck. Unlucky there.
Frankie Schonauer in the game for the Dragons. Number 10, Nakare Kabil. Avi Taylor all the way. And that's where we just need to build it, stop that drive, right?
Yep.
We need to cut him off. It was a nice move by Taylor. So Perrin with the ball up top. Gallardo. As Mustangs get set up. It's a good give and go. Out to Perrin.
I like that.
Yep, Perrin out the outside. Oh, we got a foul called. I think it's going to be on number 10, Cavill. I mean, we have a big height mismatch between Wyatt and their tall player, number 33. But I saw that he just did not want to come to the outside on Wyatt, and Wyatt is very capable of shooting those threes. So that could be a little bit something to watch.
Wyatt's a very athletic post that we can use against number 33.
Nice move by Mateo. That was a really good move. It just didn't fall. Day going the other way. What a great player. Man, nice move there. Right now, our new key to the second quarter is stopping Tino Day.
Stop Day. Yeah, slow him down.
So there's a foul then on the Dragons. Number 1, that is on Day.
As a Dragons fan, you probably want them to stop fouling on the corner as for the quarter.
As Mateo's driving to baseline, yes.
They're already at 3 for the quarter, and once we get to 5, Mustangs are shooting 2. So if you're a Dragons fan, tell them to stop fouling.
That's right, and we've been a pretty good free throw shooter so far, shooting team so far this year. Okay, this is just what we said. Oh, man, that's just what we were hoping for. Maybe he wouldn't kind of hedge and not go all the way out. So White can drop that 3. That'd be fantastic. So Day up top. He can do it all, folks. He can do it all. So, yeah, you know, you're thinking, okay, they've got some of their starters out. Here's our opportunity. And Day's like, nope,
I'm still here.
I'm going to take off on this. So. All right, we'll take this moment to thank one of our sponsors.
Come bank with your friends and neighbors at Charter Bank.
The service is excellent, the local staff is professional, and customers are treated as human beings in Waukee.
As a retired banker, I know and appreciate the advantages that community banks have over the large impersonal banks. Thanks for everything you have done for us in Johnston.
We started at Charter Bank when we moved to Grimes, and we thoroughly enjoy your services.
I've been waiting 18 years for Charter Bank to come to Ankeny, ever since the bank opened in Johnston.
Chart your success with Charter Bank in Johnston, Grimes, Waukee, and Ankeny.
All right, so welcome back to Dallas Center Grimes to the stable. I'm Christine Megason along with Neela Williamson in the Battle of 141. Johnston Dragons currently leading the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs 17-10. You know, it was just a 10-8 at the end of the quarter, and then now here it is, 17-10.
Yep.
The difference, Tino Day.
Yep. Tino Day. Making the Johnstons click right now, and we've got to figure out how to slow him down. I'd love to see Tate Perrin guard him a little more, you know, one of our quickest defenders out there. So staying on him, keep him in front, and don't let him get into the lane.
So Mustangs moving left to right in your screen, white jerseys. Ball up to Carter Schwantes, who's checked back into the game for the Mustangs. Kyle Kaysen. Man, they're doing a great job on Kyle. Shout out to number 15 for Seth Gipple for Johnston. So Mustangs will take the ball out underneath. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. And illegal screen. We mentioned this earlier in the sophomore game preceding the varsity game. Like in the first quarter alone, I think we had 5 or 6 moving screen violations. So this crew is definitely paying attention to screens. And we've already had 2 now, or 3 maybe even already in this game.
Could play with you or against you. Right now it's playing against us.
Yeah. So number 10, Cavill up with the ball. Back to Cavill. Out to Loney. He's checked back into the game, so we're going to see what we can do defensively on him. Oh, nice strip there. Almost out today.
It's like Mustangs transfer a little bit to a 2-3 zone, maybe to slow down that drive.
2-3 or a 1-3-1, but definitely a zone. And so, yeah, Johnston trying to have to figure out how to break that. Nice move there by Mateo. Mateo's got height on day. He should just take that up. Perrin for the outside. That's good. That is a 15 hands real estate three-pointer by Tate Perrin.
It's exactly what we needed right there, right from Tate Perrin. Yep, setting up in this 2-3 zone.
That Tate brings the Mustangs back within 4, 17-13, Johnston Dragon lead. Up top to Richardson, then back out to Cavill. That was a good three-pointer there by Cavill.
3-point basket to Carly
Cabell. They just said Cabell down on the floor. I'm going to make a note of that. Tip, so it'll be Mustang ball. Wyatt Valenta checking back in for the Mustangs, and number 2, Prestige Taylor for the Dragons. So again, Brody Burke on the bench with fouls. He was doing a fantastic job against Loney, but got 2 quick ones in the first quarter. So we've kind of had a rotation of Schwantes and Valenta at that center position. So I would guess that Coach Rankin will Kyle Kaysen with 3 there. That's a 15 hands real estate 3. Do you think that he'll keep Brody on the bench through the half?
We have not seen him since the
first quarter.
Yeah, since like 6 minutes left in the first, you know, got those quick 2-on-2, like you said. I would say he's out for the rest of the half. I think that
you take the
it
risk.
Could be a close game coming to the end, especially with what it's looking like right now. We might need him more towards the end. So if I was Rankin, I would keep him out for the rest of the half.
You know, we had a really nice defensive set there for the Mustangs, and now if we could convert here. Oh, nice follow through there with Valenta. I'm going to see who this foul is on. It's going to be on Wyatt Valenta, number 50 for the Mustangs. We had a nice defensive set. Then we came down, and, man, Kyle got down low, and then they quickly double-teamed him. And, you know, they've got Loney down low, which you go in there, and you're like, oh, I'm not going up against that guy and down in the middle. So we tried to kind of kick it back out.
Definitely scouting out Kyle. They know when he drives, it's dangerous. When he has the ball, he's a dangerous player. So Johnston Dragon's doing a great job on him.
Avi Taylor with the ball up top. Prestige Taylor. Back to Avi Taylor. Drive by Avi. That's a nice move there by Taylor. Out to Heigerken, back to Kaysen. Kaysen's kind of got a one-on-one, but he knows he drives in there. He's got Loney waiting for him. So it's like maybe finding that mid-range. He has a great mid-range jumper. That might be an option. So, yeah, Mustangs are just really struggling. I feel like they have good movement. They're not standing, but just Johnston's really good defensively.
Yeah, like ball movement's good. We're just not getting anywhere with it.
Yes, yeah. So down to 7 on the shot clock. Oh, long 3. Whoa, that was not, I mean, 15 hands real estate is our sponsor, but that was like 30 hands real estate going on there. That was deep three-pointer by Tate Perrin.
Clark range, Tate.
Yeah, that should have been 4 points. And that Johnston answers. Yeah, an answer there by Prestige Taylor. So Johnston leading 25-19. Less than 2 minutes left in the first half. Galato up top. And Perrin out to Heigerken. It'd be nice if Wyatt Valenta could pull Loney out, and then that would free up the middle a little bit. Perrin from the top to Heigerken. Oh, I think he thought Tate was going to move that direction. And that was one of the things that we talked about before the game. You know, Coach Rankin right now, he's still sorting through his rotations. There's a lot of guys that are getting playing time, and And I think the more they play together, the more they kind of hone in that roster, the more chemistry you get. I mean, that's tough right now. You've got a lot of guys rotating in. They're still trying to find that chemistry. You know, like Hudson, I think, just thought Tate was going to go that way. The more you play together, the more you kind of know what to expect.
We've in this game, we've kind of limited it down from 11 to around 9. Great shot by Johnston. So there is that with around 8 right now with Brody Burke out, but it's better than 11.
So that was a great three-pointer by Richardson, and then turnover by the Mustangs. We're in this final minute. We just need to hold on and not let them continue to extend their lead. Right now we're still under 10 points, single digits. Oh, and another illegal screen.
Got to give a little credit to the refs for seeing that, you know.
So that was on number 3, Avi Taylor. So substitutions for the Mustangs, number 10, Cooper Houston. Number 12, Kyle Kaysen. If he was coming in. We also have Chase Perrin back in the game. So right now on the floor for the Mustangs, Valenta, Chase Perrin, Tate Perrin, Cooper Houston, and Kyle Kaysen. So under a minute. There's about a 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Set that screen.
It's a nice move. Good way to just be strong and go to the basket. It's been a good battle between Kyle and Jalen Richardson for Johnston. And, you know, we talked about, you know, Johnston got those quick fouls, and you were like, oh, if they get to 5, we'll be shooting free throws. And yet it took us till 33 seconds left for us to finally make it to the line.
But I like Kyle Kaysen off the line.
As do I. There it is. Kyle is a 86.4% free throw shooter coming into tonight. I think he's 2 for 3 so far. So shooting his second. 33 seconds left to go in the game. Makes it. It's now 28-21 Johnston. Day with the ball. Johnston in black, moving right to left. Oh, nice tip there by Tate. Kind of had a double team there and then tip. Another opportunity for the Mustangs going into half. Three-pointer by Kyle, no good. And that's going to be the half. So your Johnston Dragons leading Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs 28-21 going into half. So Neela, just quick initial thoughts on the first half.
I'm impressed with the Mustangs so far. I think they're doing mostly what they need to do, keeping it close. They're doing a pretty good job at limiting the Johnston to one shot, and I think that zone did help a little bit, stopping Tino Day from getting into the lane. I think we, you know, at the end of the first, we said that they were being patient. I think they weren't as patient in the second quarter with some of those shots. I had a little bit more turnovers than what we had in the first and what we want in the game. So I would just say go back to the first quarter, keep it patient, but want to score, want to get in the lane and create those open shots. I think when our posts have the ball in the lane, that they do collapse, and I think we're finding open shots there. So I would say get the shot from the inside out and then maybe try that zone again. Keep Tino out of the lane and keep it close.
Yeah, you know, I feel like on offensively for the Mustangs, we saw a lot of good movement. Like nobody was standing around. There was a lot of movement, a lot of rotation. But yet Johnston is so good defensively that they were just with us every step of the way, right? We were never getting kind of any openness, but in our movement, I would like to see maybe some more off-the-ball screens and again, real
setting those screens.
Strong, yes, legal screens, and maybe getting some people open that way, right? Like forcing their players to have to try to fight through the screen and then maybe have some guys get open, like you said, some penetration and then kicking it back out. I mean, this is like a top 5 team in the state that we're playing here. And, 3-1 on the season so far. Mustangs coming in, just had their first win against Ames. So, we're coming in, and this is a challenge. We know that. We have players with very limited varsity experience, so we're still learning a lot of things. But I'm impressed as well. Just a 7-point deficit going into the half. And, we didn't have Brody Burke since about midway through the first quarter, and he's going to be our best weapon defensively on, Carter Loney for the Dragons. So it would be, I'd like to see Brody get back in and what kind of difference that can have to have some height down low.
Yep.
See what we can find there.
I think we'll see him early in the third. I think he'll be right back in here. Now he's not in foul trouble. Now he's just a guy playing some basketball. So
yeah, exactly. So we want to thank our season sponsor, which is Charter Bank. Charter Bank staff is made up of your family, friends, and neighbors. That means they support you during your successes and any challenges you may face. They are here to help. So chart your success with Charter Bank. Our 3-point sponsor for the season is 15 Hands Real Estate. Whether you're buying, selling, or building a home, doesn't have to be complicated. The 15 Hands Real Estate team has the knowledge, resources, and commitment to help you reach your goals. We haven't had a charge yet, which is a hallmark of the Dallas Center Grimes boys basketball team, so we'll be waiting for maybe getting one of those to come. But if they do, our charge sponsor is Schaefer's Auto Body. And tonight's game sponsors are 515 Fieldhouse, Mr. Rooter Plumbing, and Septagon Construction. So thank you so much for those sponsors for being able to provide the live stream to you. Again, today's Battle of 141 between your Johnston Dragons and Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs at the half. Johnston leading 28-21. We're going to take a couple minutes break, and we will be back to lead you through the second half in just a few moments. So welcome back to Dallas Center Grimes High School, to the stable, for the matchup, the Battle of 141 between your Johnston Dragons and Dallas Center Grimes Mustang. At the half, Johnston leading 28-21. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Charter Bank, 15 Hands Real Estate, Schaefer's Auto Body, 515 Fieldhouse, Mr. Reuter Plumbing, and Septagon Construction. All right, well, the Mustangs have gone in. They've gone into the locker room. They've been hyped up by Coach Rankin. What do you think he was saying to the Mustangs at halftime? Score.
I think he was saying,
if you put the ball in more times than they do,
it'll work. Like, I swear. But I would probably say kind of what we talked about before, just keep their players out of the lane. He was probably saying, we'll have Brody Burke back, so that'll help us out with that height down low. Keep doubling their bigs. I don't think they like the pressure. I don't think they want to do anything when there's someone right on there, or two people right around them. So I would say he's probably saying keep that up. And then I would probably hope Rankin's saying keep pushing the ball. When we've been pushing the ball up the court, it's been working, and we're getting the hoop, and then we're getting fouled. So I would say go fast, because Johnston's not getting back very fast, I'd say.
Yeah, all really good points. We know that we're playing a good basketball team, so we just need to continue to battle. Well done to Johnston in the first half. I feel like the big thing for Johnston was defensively how they focused on Kyle Kaysen, and they knew that he was going to be the key, has been the key to a lot of our offense so far this season, and they just really buckled down on defensively on Kyle. So I think if the Mustangs can really fight, set some screens, and try to open Kyle up, and then the rest of the team kind of rally around, that would be great. Because what we don't want to do is settle for just really long bomb threes, even though, wow, that one from Tate Perrin
was impressive.
Very impressive. Talk about a logo three.
Yep.
Wow, he was way out there. Way out there. So
shot that with confidence.
Yeah,
like, this is going in.
That's right. So as we get ready to tip off here the second half, Mustangs will have the ball. I'm Christine Megason, Neela Williamson with me on the call today. Up top, Mateo Galota, Brody Burke back in the game. Oh, I like they're already setting these screens. This is what we talked about, right? Like, let's set them screens and let the Dragons have to force them to try to fight through them. So three-pointer by Galota, no good. Prestige Taylor with the ball. Back up top to Day, who Day was phenomenal in the first half, right? So that's
great first half.
Another key for us is going to be we just need to stop him. And
we can't do that.
Gosh, such a quick first step. And then, and Tate is quick. He's so quick defensively, and he always is leading our team in steals. And yet, I feel like Day just blew by, right? And so who can step in down low and be waiting for him and maybe take the charge?
Yep, that's exactly what we need, actually.
So free throw by Day is good to complete the three-point play. Johnston leads 31-21.
And Day just a junior, so he'll be coming back even better next year for his senior year. So he'll be a fun one to watch if you're a Dragons fan.
So foul is going to be on number 15, Seth Gipple. Mustangs will take the ball on the side.
As we talked about, Brody Burke back in since the first quarter.
Out to Tate Perrin, the outside. Good bounce to the Mustangs' way. So out to High Gherkin, another 35-second clock. Mateo on the outside. Hudson, yes, I love that. Yes.
That's a brilliant shot.
Man, it was so great because Hudson coming through, he grabbed onto two guys. They kind of sucked, in to try to stop him, and then left Tate wide open.
Yep. Great shot. I love how Tate didn't hesitate. He's like, this is a great shot for me, and he took it.
Yes, and yet Tino Day for the Dragons always has an answer, doesn't he? Yes, what a phenomenal player. So it's back to 33-24 Johnston lead. Ooh, I like the mismatch there. Yeah, Mateo seeing the height differential then between him and Day, so he was going to post him up. So it's going to be a foul on Day. So Johnston with 2 fouls so far for the quarter. We have a substitution into the game for the Dragons, number 3, Avi Taylor. good battle here between Mateo and Tino Day. Oh, nice cut. So Heigeren up top.
Keep playing. It's a good drive, though.
Yeah.
I really like that drive.
Yeah, and I really like a lot of the ball movement. And Mateo is just everywhere. He's just challenging Day defensively.
Great save by Kyle.
Wow, that was great.
That's hustle.
Oh, I like what I saw. Mateo saw that. You could just sneak it through into Hudson, but too many Johnston bodies.
But I like the push, like we said at halftime, like go fast down the floor. And we had the idea, just wrong type of pass, I'd say. But the idea was there, push the ball, make Johnston respect your speed.
Prestige Taylor with the ball off to Day. And roll. Jalen Richardson, fake and mid-range. In and out. Rebound, Burke. Kayson's going to push. Out to Tate Perrin. Out to Heigeren up top. So Carter Loney not in the game for the Dragons. Jalen Richardson. And Kayson with the rebound. That's good.
Unlucky no call from Brody Burke. Thought that was going to be a call.
There was
to
a
put him
lot
on
of
the line.
contact there.
Yeah, but I like how Kyle finished that.
Well, he does
in and out for Johnston.
Lead our team in rebounds. So Mustangs have cut it down to 7. I like there's a lot of movement, a lot of energy for the Mustangs. Tate Perrin for 3 again, no good. High rebound coming down. San Karampi with the rebound for the Dragons. Up top, Prestige Taylor to Richardson. Back to Day. Prestige Taylor, drive with contact, no call. Missed shot, Mustangs going the other way. Kyle Kayson with the drive and kick. Out to Burke.
They will not let Kyle Kayson breathe. They are on him.
Yes. I love what I see the Mustangs doing is that rather than packing it in and leaving Brody down low and utilizing him in the post position, they're pulling him out so that they don't have that help. Like we saw in the first half, whenever we would drive or penetrate, they always had their tall center kind of waiting for us. And so instead, that Brody's coming into outside so that we can kind of eliminate that help defense for them. Nice save there by Cavo, but right back to the Mustang player. Another deep 3, Tate Perrin, no good this time, but he gets his own rebound. So fresh shot clock for the Mustangs. Tate Perrin with the ball.
I think that was on purpose.
I know. Hey, it worked. Galota battling Anna. Wow, what a great bounce pass. Oh, to Valenta, but blocked by Richardson. I think Mustangs looking for a foul there, but no call. Avi Taylor out to Cavell.
Chase needs to stay light on his feet. Tate right there to help.
Yep, out to the outside. Cobble for 3, no good. Ooh, battle for the rebound. Oh, Brody Burke, how did he come up with that as he was going out of bounds? Mustangs going the other way. And Mateo, nice, what a move. Completes the play. Oh, there's some sort of call on the... Not sure exactly what they're checking, if it was a possession arrow, if they're talking, I don't know what they're
technical foul?
I don't think so because yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that was, but they just made note of it at the scoring table. But play continues. Almost 2 minutes to go left in this third quarter. Mustangs have cut the lead down to 5.
Love a stop here. I'd love a stop.
Tate Perrin, nice job fighting through that screen.
Got Tate Perrin on
top.
Tino Day.
Richardson. Cobble back up top to Richardson. Tino Day. Oh, nice strip there by Tate Perrin. Mateo's pushing the other direction. Oh, great block there by number 33 for Johnston. Going the other direction. Tino Day back out to Cobble. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, Mustangs. Out to Mateo and Tate. Oh, that was a great swipe from behind by Day.
Great defense.
You know, he's shifty. He's got those good shifty hands. So we want to thank our sponsor, Charter Bank. Charter Bank offers a full line of bank products to fit your needs, including home loans, consumer loans, and business loans, ag loans, checking accounts, savings accounts, and CDs. Chart your success with Charter Bank. Our game sponsors tonight are 515 Fieldhouse, Mr. Rooter Plumbing, Septagon Construction. Our charge sponsor is Schaefer's Auto Body, and our 3-point sponsor is 15 Hands Real Estate. So, okay, for a moment there at the beginning of the third quarter, Neela, I thought Johnston was just going to start to run away with it. And then, yet the Mustangs have just sort of like climbed their way back into the game. We had it down to 5. Now we're at 7. Minute 40 left to go. What's Coach Rankin saying at this point in the huddle?
I think he was probably applauding them for their play during this first part of the quarter, or mid part of the quarter, I'd say, when they started to make some good decisions, make some cuts, finish some shots. And I think it'd actually be a 3-point game if we just maybe got a foul, maybe made 1 or 2 more layups. We got blocked by 1. So I think it's going to be a close game. I think going into the fourth, I think Mustangs are about to come out and get a basket, get a stop. So I'm excited. I think it should be a good 1 minute, 41 seconds.
So same players are still in for the Dragons, but the Mustangs have number 10, Cooper Houston, has checked into the game for the Mustangs. Houston with the ball, moving right to left, Mustangs in white. Out to Chase Perrin, to Kyle, Kaysen, Valenta, Brody Burke. Back out to Kaysen. Ooh, nice save there. Nice handles by Kyle. They just not have a turnover there. Cooper Houston on the outside. This is a mismatch height-wise, so Kyle needs to take advantage of that. But, yeah, there's the double team. And then Brody from the outside. Oh, yes! That's a 15 Hands Real Estate 3-pointer by Brody Burke.
You know, Brody Burke coming off a great game versus Ames. 12 points for Brody Burke, which was huge.
Well, it's something we talked about in the first half is that they want to double team defensively down low with that center. So if we can have our center come out to the outside, that kind of eliminates their ability to double team down there. And that was perfect. Like Brody saying, like, I'm just going to shoot it from here. And Brody's capable of making that. Cooper Houston with the ball. Looking for, a little tip there but Wyatt was able to save it. Back to Houston, mid-range, blocked, and he follows it. Ooh. And the layup, he's fouled.
Hard foul.
Bronte.
Shooting 2, Cooper Houston.
Houston free throws good on the first. Now within 3.
Sorry. Something that I love about Cooper Houston is that, you know, he may be the shortest guy on the court, but man, is he scrappy. He is going to be right up on you on defense, and he's going to show what he has on offense, just like he just did.
No good on the second, which is unusual. Cooper's a really strong free throw shooter. So he's regretting that. We have it within 3. 20 seconds to go. Johnston looking for that final shot. Richardson to Day, to Avi Taylor, to Prestige Taylor. Oh, nice job. Oh, tipped out by Kyle Kaysen, and Tate Perrin checking back in for Cooper Houston. I like that. Cooper came in, gave some really solid minutes, gave a little bit of a breather for Tate. Now we also have Carter Schwantes is checking in for Brody. And again, this is probably like, let's just not get Brody in a foul, right? And let's have a little bit of a rebounder and a stronger body in Carter.
It's not going to look interesting.
You know, we only have one foul now, 2 team fouls, so it's not a bad policy
it's
here.
not.
Like, we're not going to put them in a line with the foul, and it's preventing them from getting a shot off. So 4.4 seconds to go.
Who's on Tino Day?
Yep, another foul. Now it's down to 2.6.
I don't know if that's something ranking called, but it's actually a great play call. Running the clock, let him get the ball in, take a second.
Maybe when Tate Perrin checked back and Carter checked back in, they were like, here's the play, we're going to foul. And we just didn't hear him yelling it. Okay, so some more substitutions for the Mustangs. Cooper Houston, number 10's back in. Number 20, Hudson Heigerganten. I'm sure they're probably like, wait, we've got to spread some of these fouls out a little bit. We can't have all of our main starters getting all these fouls, so let's put in a couple of guys.
Looks like we had 6 guys on the court there for a second. The thing that passed the ball in.
Coach Reagan's like, timeout. So we have 2.6 left to go in the third quarter. Johnston leading 35-32. I'm kind of impressed. Like, there for a minute, we were like, well, you know, we kind of had it down to 5, and then it got back up to 9, and now got it down to 3.
Yep. I like that. It's right where we want to be in the fourth quarter, or going into the fourth.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you keep it close, and then you just kind of, anything goes. It can be anybody's ball game at that point. So thanks again to our sponsor, Charter Bank, 15 Hands Real Estate, Schaefer Auto Body, 515 Fieldhouse, Mr. Reuter Plumbing, and Septagon Construction. So 2.6 left to go in the third quarter. Mustangs with 3 team fouls, so they're taking advantage of some opportunities here to not put Johnston at the line by fouling just right immediately after the shot. And, yeah, that was a very late call on that.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. So it was Carter Schwantes guarding Jalen Richardson at the three-point line. The three-pointer was no good. It was, in my opinion, kind of a no call, but
I agree.
It was a late call. I think they're talking over like, is this what's happening? Is this what we're sure we're doing? And we are.
Wow.
So Richardson's going to go to the line shooting 3. So the foul is on Carter Schwantes, 0 on the clock. So I'm not sure. Let me see what we've got for statistics on Richardson for free throws.
Missed the first.
So he is, well, he was 2 for 2 going in to tonight, 100%, but he's only shot 2. Second is good. Richard did fall, you know, on the three-pointer.
And, you know, there's a call for that now. They can actually call flopping. Not saying he was flopping, but it was a late call by the ref.
The third. So that extends Johnston's lead to 5. So at the end of the third quarter, Johnston leading 37, Dallas Center Grimes with 32. Let's go to...
Come bank with your friends and neighbors at Charter Bank.
The service is excellent, the local staff is professional, and customers are treated as human beings in Waukee.
As a retired banker, I know and appreciate the advantages that community banks have over the large impersonal banks. Thanks for everything you have done for us in Johnston.
We started at Charter Bank when we moved to Grimes, and we thoroughly enjoy your services.
I've been waiting 18 years for Charter Bank to come to Ankeny, ever since the bank opened in Johnston.
Chart your success with Charter Bank in Johnston, Grimes, Waukee, and Ankeny.
You know that there's people over there going, huh? All right, so we are back. We are getting ready to kick off the fourth quarter. Johnston currently leading Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs 37-32. We're here at Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs stable. It's the Battle of 141. Neela, I'm Christine Megason along with Neela Williamson on the call today. Great third quarter by the Mustangs. I mean, it really should be a 3-point game, but we got those additional free throws there at the end. So it is a 5-point game, but I think really impressive coming out in the second half by the Mustangs. Great job defensively. They kind of shut Johnston down a little bit, and then I just felt like we were more efficient offensively.
Yes.
So Johnston in black, moving left to right on your screen. Lots of ball movement for the Mustangs. Lots of rotations. Looking again, yeah. Oh, Prestige Taylor was looking there for a second. He's got kind of ISO there with Hudson Heigergan, but out to Richardson. Loney back in the game. We didn't see or hear much out of him in the third quarter. And we've got some fouls underneath. So Carter just battling with him.
Third on Carter.
Foul to Dallas Grimes, their first team foul.
And Loney has 3 fouls, which is probably why they took him out for a little bit there. So back out to Prestige Taylor. Johnston getting set up. Tino Day with the ball to Loney, to Gipple. Back out to Richardson. No good. So Mustangs going the other way.
Johnston does a lot of this bob and weaving up top, and I feel like the Mustangs have done a great job in just denying them any sort of space to drive, because that's the idea with that bob and weave is to exploit the lane, and I think the Mustangs have done a great job in defending that.
Baseline for Kaysen. Out to Mateo. Good ball movement. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Kaysen for 3. No good. If that's on Carter Schwantez, that's 4 for him. So that's going to be tricky.
Foul to Dallas Grimes,
And it is.
second team foul.
So Brody Burke, number 44, is checked back in for the Mustangs. Mustangs just need to lock in defensively here and then just start to plug away offensively. But if
Tino Day.
Tino Day at any point can just take over the game as we see that. So great shot by him. Tate Perrin up top, Brody Burke into Kaysen. Nice move, nice battle. That's his foul then on Johnston. And yeah, you saw Tino Day there kind of gesture to Seth Gipple, because Seth was like, I'm just straight up, and he's like, yeah, but you kind of went up with him and just stay put. And so Kyle does a great job, though. I mean, it's tough defensively where he'll just go right into you, create the contact, and get to the line. And he should, because going into tonight's game, he was shooting almost 85% from the free throw line. So first one was good.
That's also what makes Kyle Kaysen such an impressive player, is that he can do it all. He can shoot, he can post, he can
he's
drive.
our leading rebounder.
Yes, he's leading the Mustangs in 2 of 3 categories, leading us in rebounds and points. So that's an impressive player.
So Dragon lead back down to 5. Prestige Taylor with the ball up top. Brody kind of working around with Carter Loney down low. Reset, under 10 on the shot clock. And Day's just going to take it. Yet to find an answer for Tino Day.
I question if there is one.
That's tough. He's great.
20 points for Tino Day for this game. Came
so
in
Hudson
averaging
Heigerken,
21.
nice job there. 3-pointer by Kaysen is no good, going the other direction. So we need to stop defensively here. Nice job, Hudson Heigerken, getting the steal there. Kick out to Brody Burke on the outside. That should be the same call, yep. Oh, was he going to call a flop on Brody?
That is the new call of flopping.
So is that, do they get a warning first?
I don't know if that goes on a foul record.
Yeah, I think Coach Rankin's kind of like, what about over in the corner at the end of the first half?
I agree.
Third quarter. So I don't see where they're crediting him to a foul, so maybe a warning situation first. But yeah, we definitely saw the flop call. I
think if you're going to call that one as a foul, you've got to call that one as a foul.
Yeah, they're very similar.
It's the first time I've seen the flop call in use this season.
So Cobble with the ball up top to Gipple, out to Richardson. 10 on the shot clock. Richardson And, oh, nice screen and roll there. And travel on Loney. That was good just job defensively by the Mustangs. They just clogged that up for him. And he had to then just sort of shuffle his way towards the basket. So a little substitution for the Mustangs. Number 10, Cooper Houston in the game. And number 2, Tate Perrin returns. 4:14 to go in the game. Mustangs trailing Johnston by 7, 41-34. I'd like to see some offense for us. We haven't seen much here in this third or fourth quarter for the Mustangs. Can unlock that a little bit. Oh, that was
I would agree.
Oh boy, I thought we were going to get called for an illegal screen there because we've had a lot of those today. But it was a foul with number 15, Seth Gipple.
And I think the reason he got that foul was he kind of tried to go through Tate instead of around him. So I would call that a good call.
Yeah, and he's been doing a great job on Kyle a lot of the game, and they've had between him and Richardson foul or timeout by the Mustangs. And, you know, Gipple has 4 fouls now. So if Kyle could just kind of go into him one more time and take him out of the game. So it is 4:01 left to go in the game. We want to thank our sponsor, Charter Bank. Charter Bank is 100% locally owned with local management and staff delivering prompt local decision-making. They're committed to helping our communities thrive. So chart your success with Charter Bank. And our 3-point sponsor, 15 Hands Real Estate, and charge sponsor, Schaefer Auto Body. We're so grateful for our sponsors, including the Dallas Center Grimes Booster Club, for all that they do to make this live stream happen. Thank you for many of you who are members of the Booster Club or volunteer. We're always looking for volunteers for our concession stands, to support with the live stream, with our technology. If you want to help or volunteer, you can go to dcgboosterclub.com. Our game sponsors are 515 Fieldhouse, Mr. Rooter Plumbing, and Septagon Construction. 4:01 left to go in the game. Dallas Center Grimes trailing by 7, 41-34 to Johnston Dragons. It's the battle of 141. Tate Perrin deep again. No good this time.
I feel like the Mustangs have just had a hard time getting anything to fall in the second half.
Yeah, credit Johnston defensively. They're just a really good defensive team. They can just stay right up in your face. So Richardson, give and go. Out to the outside to Gipple. No good. Rebound, Cooper Houston. Oh, that's definitely a foul.
Yep. Good call. Good call.
So
great job for Cooper Houston just diving into those rebounds.
So good, and I love this. So Coop came in, gave some good hard minutes, right? And then substitution that gives a little bit of a break for Mateo, who's checking back into the game. And now we've got Chase Perrin also back into for the Mustangs. So Mateo Galota at the ball up top, out to Brody Burke. Oh, to Mateo, that was nice. Chase Perrin out to Kaysen for 3, no good. Rebound Day. And what we need to do is stop Day for the rest of this quarter.
Period.
Because you just kind of feel at any point he could just decide to take over, and then, Kaysen gets a hand on it, so it'll be off the Mustangs. 20 on the shot clock.
Something else that I've seen on Tino Day is that he's so athletic that, you know, we might be in help side, but he sees you right away, and he's going to pull up a jump shot.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's very impressive to do.
Cobble up top. Out to the outside to Richardson. Back to Cobble. 7 on the shot clock. I don't know if Johnston remembers that. Cobble for 3. Oh my gosh. I thought for sure we were going to get a shot clock violation or just a missed 3-pointer, and that rattled in and around, and then it finally went down. So great shot by Cobble. Mateo down low.
Are they going to count that?
I don't know if they're going to. Yeah, they're calling a foul. I thought that maybe it was going to be traveling, but he may have called it on the floor. Shoot.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting that it was called on the floor. Oh, look, Kyle's like lining up like it's a free throw. So basket doesn't count. Mustangs trailing by 10. 2:33 to go. We're going to need a major offensive little push right here. Out to Tate Perrin. Mateo, drive. Brody Burke from the outside.
Yep, get to the bucket. Got it. You got 2 minutes left.
We want a good shot, but we also need to get some quick shots. Chase or Mateo for three is no good. Rebound, Johnston. 2 minutes to go. They're going to just use the clock, right?
Yep. And smart offense by Johnston. Use the clock, limit DCG's possessions.
And they're really just throwing it, you know, side cross court each time. So Mustangs are chasing at this point. No good on the shot. Now we need to go. Yep. Johnston coach calling, saying no foul. Tate Perrin for three from the corner, no good. And that's where we really want Chase coming in those moments, right? And just knocking down those threes.
You know, that's Chase Perrin's first shot of the game, so I think Johnston did a great job scouting him and not giving him room to shoot.
So there's going to be a foul underneath by the Mustangs. Number 12, Kyle Kaysen with foul. Hudson Hybergen checking back into the game for the Mustangs. Minute 16 to go. DCG trailing by 10. Trap. I like the trapping option. Oops. Oh, charge, yes.
There it is.
That's a Schaefer's Auto Body.
There it is.
Charge, their sponsor for our charges, Schaefer's Auto Body. First charge of the game, though. And checking in for the Mustangs, number 14, Cam Allen. First minutes that we've seen for Cam today. But again, I think we've got him in for a good offensive threat from the outside as well. Looks like it's going to be timeout Mustangs. Full timeout. So we'll go to commercial for one of our sponsors.
Come bank with your friends and neighbors at Charter Bank.
The service is excellent, the local staff is professional, and customers are treated as human beings in Waukee.
As a retired banker, I know and appreciate the advantages that community banks have over the large impersonal banks. Thanks for everything you have done for us in Johnston.
We started at Charter Bank when we moved to Grimes, and we thoroughly enjoy your services.
I've been waiting 18 years for Charter Bank to come to Ankeny, ever since the bank opened in Johnston.
Chart your success with Charter Bank in Johnston, Grimes, Waukee, and Ankeny.
So welcome back to Dallas Center Grimes to the stable. Dallas Center Grimes currently trailing the Johnston Dragons 34 to Johnston's 44. 1:04 left to go in the game. I'm Christine Megson along with Neela Williamson. Neela, man, there's just been these moments where DCG was just right in striking distance, and then Johnston always had an answer.
And that answer was Tino Day. 20 points on the game today, came in averaging 21, so impressive player, as we've mentioned multiple times. I feel like we just kept saying Tino Day, Tino Day. Every basket we got, he responded.
That's right. Yeah. Now with 1 minute, it seems unlikely for the for the Mustangs to be able to pull out a win, but you know, you never know. You use the clock well. You get a couple quick 3-pointers to get some defensive stops. The key is going to be when Johnston goes back on defense, right? Is trying to speed them up or probably just using those fouls.
We might be seeing a press.
Yeah, Mustangs just needs to get that three right there. Another one by Tate Perrin. He's been hot from there all day long. That 15 Hands Real Estate 3-point sponsor.
And we talked about that press coming in.
And foul.
Yep.
So what So 46.8 to go in the game. Dallas Center Grimes trails by 7.
Some traps come in. Oh, almost got a hand on that.
Yeah, and the thing is that we were definitely fouling them. They just didn't call that foul, which is unfortunate because now we're just chasing. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a foul like 10 seconds ago that they didn't call. So 30 seconds to go. That will put Johnston at the line. 5 team fouls for the Mustangs.
Their 15th foul. Shooting 2, Avi Taylor.
So Avi Taylor at the line for the Dragons. Dragons will be shooting from here on out. Makes the first. Number 22, Chase Perrin, checking back into the game. Avi Taylor is good. Chase Perrin for 3, no good. So foul on Kyle Kaysen. That'll put Cobble at the line.
I am going to hand it to the Mustangs for their defense this game on the Johnston for right now keeping them at their lowest scoring game that Johnston has had. So I would definitely applaud yourself on that, and I think it worked when they switched up their defenses. You know, they were in man, they went to 2-3, they were in a 1-3-1 for a little bit, so it definitely worked against Johnston at keeping them low scoring, although they still do have more than the Mustangs right now.
Yeah. No, you make a good point. Good point, though. I mean, to keep them to their lowest score of the season so far, defensively, great job for the Mustangs. And you know, we're at an 11-point game right now, 17.6 to go, 11-point game. But I think those of us who watch this game know that it was much closer than 11 points. You know, sometimes that final score with the free throws at the end can be a little bit deceiving. So, just to kind of lay out for the schedule, we've got a lot of games coming up for the Mustangs across this upcoming next week. So Monday night, the girls, it's a girls triple header here versus Roosevelt. So it'll be girls only on Monday night. Then Tuesday, we'll be hosting Newton. That game was supposed to be last night, but then due with the impending weather, it was rescheduled. Newton had a free night. We had a free night. I think everyone was like, why do we need to risk this? So it was postponed. So it'll be opening up conference play for the Mustangs versus Newton Cardinals. That'll be Tuesday night. That'll be a super night with girls and boys triple headers between the two gymnasiums here at the stable. And then on Friday, heading to Oskaloosa.
Yes.
Another conference game. And then the girls head to Sioux City. So, I mean, you're going to have quite the trip across the state of Iowa, Neela.
Yeah, I'll see it all.
Friday night, heading down to Oskaloosa, then making your way Saturday against Sioux City Bishop Heelan. So that'll be another great. They're always a great player.
Always a great team.
And I think it's good that you get those opportunities to play some of those teams during the regular season instead of waiting to the state tournament.
Yep, waiting till state brackets come out, and that's the first time we're even not seeing them, but hearing about him.
Yes. Big 3 from Mateo from the outside, no good. Rebound by Kyle Kaysen and 2. Timeout Mustangs. 2.3 left to go. Down to single digits, I like that. So 48-39 is Johnston's lead. Yeah, 4 basketball games for the girls this week because the girls triple header on Monday.
Yes.
The 2 conference games, Tuesday, Friday, and then you guys head up to Sioux City on Saturday.
Yep. Long week ahead.
A big week. Yeah.
Yeah, big week.
So Neela, tell us like what you expect from the girls team as far as the teams that you're playing, or what your kind of hopes are for this coming week.
Yeah, well, you know, it's our first time playing Roosevelt, so that's going to be all new. We always look forward to conference games, so and those are super important to play well in your conference. So Newton and Oskaloosa, always good games, scrappy teams, so that'll be a good time. And Bishop Heelan, always good. Always see him in the tournament.
You know, even just taking a road trip like that, though, can be really great, I think, for a team. You know, just that time on the bus, time on the way up there. So that's your final score from the stable. Dallas Center Grimes falls to Johnston 48-39 in the Battle of 141. Thank you for joining us at Dallas Center Grimes stable. Like we mentioned, the girls are back here Monday night. Facing Roosevelt, and then it'll be boys and girls doubleheader on Tuesday versus Newton. That'll close out our live stream before we head into winter break. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm Christine Megason, and for Neela Williamson, thanks for being here. Go Mustangs.